Record. All right, welcome. Welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, but we're really excited because we've got an amazing mama, Helen, launching her business tonight, so we cannot wait to hear from her. But literally what we do is we get on a few times throughout the week and just share around an amazing program, product, and opportunity that we've had really amazing results with, and we just want to share it. And this is just a really nice way to be able to do that. So like I said, my name's Jana. I've been involved with this business, product, and program now almost 4 years, which has absolutely flown by. But when I found this, I was just in a bit of a place of, hurt. I was probably the sickest I'd ever been in my life. Thought I was the healthiest, but working full time around 2 little children, and running a household, I got very lost in all my roles and no longer was taking care of myself as best as I could. I think the busier our lifestyles get and the more hats we wear, the less we pour into ourselves, and that obviously started to dwindle. I wasn't able to pour into my family as much as I would normally do. I didn't have the energy to do that. I wasn't doing my job to the level that I was happy with. I'd been with the government almost 12 years when I found this. And I thought that was where I was going to be for life, work 40 years, 40 hours a week. And for 40 weeks of the year, well, it's more than that, isn't it? It's more like 48 weeks of the year. And that's what I was going to do. And then retire to have maybe 40% of that wage to get by and to actually start living. And that was starting to not set right for me. So we all know that we've got to have an income. We've got to have money to come in to be able to look after our health, however holistic we may be. And for me, a post came up on social media. It was health, it was wellness, it was family friendly, it was safe, it wasn't a yo-yo diet, and all these just lots of awesome little things that came up. So I, reached out to this person. I'm not sure we all see lots and lots of stuff on social media daily, especially in the health industry, and it's super confusing. And this really sounded too good to be true, but something needed to change. And I sort of went, what if? And I reached out to this girl I never met before. And lo and behold, it ended up being Juice Plus. And Juice Plus I'd actually heard of before, actually done a bit of research on it for my husband, didn't think I needed it. But there was an actual business to go along with it. So I got really excited. In that I was just going to get my family's health to the next level, and we were sick of getting sick and tired of being tired. And if, I got it for cheaper, awesome. If I got it for free, that was cool. And that was simply what I was after when I first found this. But within 4 months of me sharing it, I was able to help so many people. And very quickly, I started to find a bit of a spark, a bit of a passion in what I wanted to do, and had made enough income in that 4 months to go part-time. And my government job was not at all interested in me going part-time. So clearly they weren't no longer happy with my performance and what I was doing. So I decided I had to show more people. And that's what I did. I had a little bit more time now, started showing them, and within 10 months I was able to quit. So I pulled my kids out of full-time childcare, 5 days, 6:30 to 6 p.m. they were in there. I was now able to pull them out, save myself 40 grand a year, and be a stay-at-home mum, which I have now been for almost 3 years. All right, so what is this Juice Plus? All right, it's literally been in Australia and New Zealand for over 27 years now. So it's not a new fad. It's not some crazy new wonder pill or juice or anything like that. It is about bridging the gap in your diet. All right, we all know our nation is getting sicker, not healthier, sadly, and our obesity and diabetes levels are through the roof. So Juice Plus is all about bridging the gap between what we are eating, what we nutritionally require, and obviously that is different between each and every one of us. All right, so Juice Plus is literally our hero product is fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. All right, nothing else. Okay, we're so used to having a multivitamin or a vitamin B, a vitamin D, a vitamin A, whatever, to bridge gaps in wherever we're depleted. And most of those are made in factories with synthetic and artificial ingredients. This is vine-ripened, GMO-free fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. Okay, and I'm being very emphasizing that because you know, I was very skeptical. I was already eating so many fruits and vegetables daily. I love them, the opposite to my husband. But what I didn't realize is how depleted my fruits and vegetables were. All right, our farming practices in Australia and New Zealand aren't the greatest, but also they're not being vine ripened, and that's when the nutrients fully hits the produce. There's various sprays and chemicals being used in the farming and then in the journey to our supermarkets. Then when I was getting it home, this is the biggest area where I was failing, is I was peeling it, pipping it, stem, stalk, everything in the bin, and then I was cooking a lot of it. So there went half the nutrients. Sometimes 80%, 80% of the nutrients in an orange is in the peel, and I could not eat the peel. This is why these guys have really figured it out. This is peel, pip, stem, stalk, GMO-free produce, all vine ripened, straight from the vine, from the farm into the factory, washed and cleaned, then through a beautiful pulping process, where the liquid is, you know, slowly removed, coincidentally the sugar, so super low there, and then through a cooling process turned into a powder form and encapsulated into these beautiful little capsules. I've got two there, and won't get that one because I just opened it, into these little capsules, and it keeps everything live, all those enzymes, micronutrients, phytonutrients, all alive in there without any damage, and I swallow them on a daily basis, and it gets into my bloodstream within 3 to 7 minutes. That's pretty massive, yeah, because when we're eating our fruits and vegetables normally, we've got to eat them, digest them, figure out where the body's going to go to work with them, and that's the same with Juice Plus. You know, you eating an apple versus me eating an apple, I'm going to digest it differently, and my body's going to choose on where it's going to go to work. Inflammation is huge in our body. It could be, it's different for each and every one of us. It could be skin, eczema, psoriasis, acne, dermatitis. It could be joint inflammation. It could be, female menstrual cycles. It could be just gut health. It's, you know, cancer. All right, inflammation is huge, and what this can be in the body. And at the end of the day, what your body wants is not, you know, prepared meals, sugars, fats, and all those sorts of things, and it doesn't want synthetic capsules. That's literally, your body swallows those, and it might get a little bit of greatness from that clever multivitamin and whatnot, but most of it your body doesn't recognize, and you actually excrete it. This is just fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsules, 32 variety. Each one of those cool vegetables like beet, tomato, carrot, I can read what's in there. I know exactly what it is. I don't need a dictionary to know what they are. I know they're all amazing. Kale, they've known about kale for 27 years. These guys know what they're doing. I know they're all valuable and what they can do at the body, but the actual group, the variety that's in each one of these, works even stronger in synergy in the body by us swallowing it together. So it just works a higher vitamin A or C or whatnot. So it's really, really cool. The other thing on the label is there's no warning label. This is safe for pregnancy. That was a massive tick for me. I could have it breastfeeding. I could have it conceiving. It was just fruits, vegetables, and berries. Just really simple. Government states we should be having 2 and 3 serves daily. Less than 5% of adults are getting that done. It's even more scary. Kids, less than 2%. All right, so it's pretty cool, and I mean, science suggests we need to have more. 11 to 13 serves of fruits and vegetables. And I love smoothing and juicing, but I know not every day is perfect, and I'm not going to get that done. So no matter what I'm doing with the kids, what I'm doing with my life around work, if I'm stuck in a car traveling all day or on a plane, I have got my Juice Plus there to bridge that gap. So this is like the oil in the engine, gets in your body, goes to work, gets everything running at its most opulent level. I don't think we realize how good we're meant to feel until we get something like Juice Plus in our body. So that's beautiful. That's our hero product. It's had over 37 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on it, and we just love it. And what also we like is, you know, I think when it, especially for the women, they're always thinking of the kids as well, or the rest of the family, but when the adult takes that, the kids eat free. So between the ages of 4 and 18, one of our health studies at the moment is the kids eat free study. All right, so they get to take the fruit and vegetable capsule for free if they're a bit older, or they can have it in a chew form. All right, that's literally a variety of over 19 fruits and vegetables daily getting into your child's body. All right, they're just to chew from the fruits and vegetables, natural plant-based tapioca holding it together, vegan, vegetarian, all beautiful products, and they actually taste quite good. Yummy, just like a lolly, the kids seem to think. And these ones actually even help their gums. What kids multivitamin chewy out there do you know that could help their gums, because they're so riddled with, you know, synthetic sugars? This one's all natural. So pretty cool. Some of those results in that study are kids eating better, pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behavior, and like attracts like. All right, the more you flood your body with fresh produce, fruits, vegetables, and berries, Juice Plus, the more you're going to crave. You know, it's the same as if you eat a whole lot of chocolate, fried foods, salty things. You want more of that, except for you feel crap. Eat more fruits, vegetables, and berries on a daily basis. You want more of that. All right, so that's, you know, our hero product. And you know, you still got to eat. All right, this isn't just take this and don't eat. And that's where we get stuck. That's where we're not, you know, we're not getting enough education around it. You know, cooking isn't fun. We don't know what to put. We can't just eat chicken and broccoli 3 ways anymore. We've got this amazing program in the background. You get it for free when you do Juice Plus just once. It's got hundreds of recipes, a cleanse, a detox. We've currently got our 8-week shred at the moment. It is going viral and we're loving it. It's got a $2,000 prize pool. You do a weigh-in and some measurements at the start, and you do it at the end as well. And people are getting results. So some people just need a kick in the butt, you know, a really kickstart to get going on their health. They've got to be in that mindset to do it. We've got a mindset series in there, workouts, and the community is phenomenal. So you get this, all right? This helps everyone meal plan, prep, get excited about food. Kids learn how to get a rainbow on their plate, the importance of that variety, how to drink smoothies. This is done by a group of professionals headed by Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist, a mama too, and runner-up on MasterChef 2014. So we all get to be our own little master chef, which is pretty amazing. And then on those good days, sorry, when we do not, you know, when we can't get it done, we've got that Juice Plus there. And there's just two other gaps where we struggle. One is obviously the meal, you know what I mean? Sometimes we have to resort to ready-made things, or we're running through a drive-through. But we have these amazing nutritional complete drinks. Over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, 18 of which are superfoods, complex carbohydrates, fiber, and plant protein. All right, from chickpea, pea protein, rice protein, and they taste yum. I've tasted so many protein shakes and they've just been disgusting, and they're really hard to drink. These ones are really yummy, chocolate and vanilla flavor. These are great with our 8-week shred because they weren't designed to be a meal replacement. I mean, especially it's got broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, mushroom in there, all these amazing things, and they still taste good. So switching these out for some of those naughty, convenient meals, you know, that day when you're just not getting anywhere, you're stuck on transport, you've got one of these in your bag, you can whip it out and shake it and have a drink, which is awesome. I love it at breakfast time when I'm rushing around with the kids and they all love it. And I have one post-workout. All right, it just replenishes. I recover better between my Juice Plus, my capsules and my shakes, and I just feel good. So this is just good fuel in the engine. We have some amazing recipes that involve these as well. And they're just one of my, I think they're all my favorites, but you know, in taste wise, clearly this one is my fuel. So it's just yum. Then the other gap, there's only one other. We only have 4 products, so not some crazy catalog to scare people off. And that is omega. All right, that's the other area where we struggle, and we all resort to seafood, to fish. And we know that our ocean is getting wrecked more and more by the day from our wastage, from us not looking after the environment, and then we're eating the fish and getting those chemicals. But you know what? Fish, just like us, they don't create omega. All right, they get their omega from algae. All right, so Juice Plus is really clever. They've figured out that, and they've skipped the fish, created a vegan omega, all those beautiful oils from algae, tomato seed oil, pomegranate, sea buckthorn, safflower, and pomegranate in a capsule. All right, so this is eye health, heart health, pregnancy again, skin, and joint inflammation. I mean, these two together also are amazing for skin, hair, and nails. But this is just, you know, we've only had this a couple of years and the results we're seeing are just insane. So it's amazing that we get to say that too. Our products are dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan. I mean, the vegans out there have been struggling with Omega for ages, and now they've got this cool product. So that's our program and our product in a nutshell. And it's just catalyst for change, just for bridging that gap, helping us where we're struggling. And to bring it to life a little bit, I'm going to get a couple of the girls to share their stories, just so you can hear it, you know, from them and not just from me. So I'm going to grab Zena, and she's going to hear how she's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Sorry, just had to unmute myself. Kia ora everyone, and welcome to Helen's launch, which is pretty exciting because this was me just a few weeks ago, and it's crazy how things can end up. I've only just come back into the world of social media, and the one day that I'm scrolling through Instagram, I come across the Opulent effect, and that's how I ended up meeting Jana. I have a number of nieces and nephews that play international. They play for international teams, and I wanted to try and find out how I could make extra money for them because I'm pretty sorted, but I wanted to see how I could make extra money, and that's how I came across Jana. Little did I know that by tapping in to see how I could make extra money to help my brothers and sisters and their children, I ended up finding something that was for me, because I never go looking for things for me. None of us ever do. We always think of others before we think of ourselves. And funnily enough, I discovered that, geez, there's something here for me. And that's how I came across these products. So here I was looking at the business side of things when really I ended up falling into something wonderful that ended up helping me first, and then others equally first. Nobody came second. So that's how I ended up stumbling upon Juice Plus. It pretty much fell in my lap, and it's been a whirlwind ever since. A really, really great one. Since then, I mean, the benefits and the results have been pretty incredible. There's probably too many to mention. I've grown up always being sporty, but life gets in the way. And being a teacher for almost 20 years, or over 20 years now, and still teaching to some degree, I ended up leaving the better parts of myself to the side, and so everything just became job focused. And I was run down, depleted. But it always seemed like I'd wake up in the morning knowing full well that I'd have to go to work, and that really was a chore. Fortunately, by going to work, by the time I got there, that's the good thing about being a teacher, is that you switch on and you become motivated, but then you'd come home and then you'd switch off again. So it's like taking off hats, and we all know the story. And you just go into zombie mode, so to speak. Being on these wonderful little capsules, that are just fruit and veggies, which I love because I'm all about putting natural things into my body. I mean, if I don't resonate with it, or if I can't whakapapa to it, if I have no connection to it, yeah, I'm out. So to find something that actually is me, we're one and the same culturally, yeah, I was sold. And so the 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 best benefits for me have been that I've actually been able to be me again, the me that I forgot that I used to be, where I didn't have to try and find the switch to actually switch on. I was just naturally energetic. Um, I didn't have to sit there and think, gee, what day is it again? Because that's how terrible it got. And the amount of times I would ask that throughout the day, I mean, my brain just ended up having this huge cloud over it. And I don't even know how that happened. I mean, I thought that sort of happened when you're in your 70s, 80s plus, not when you're 44, because my mind is sharp. However, there were parts of it that weren't as sharp as it used to be. But now, I have energy to burn at 11 o'clock at night. At 11 o'clock at night, my mind is sharp as hell, and my days are a lot more productive. I do so much more for me, which means others benefit from how much I can do. I've been able to give back to myself so much in more ways than I never thought was actually possible. And for me, I get the not just for me, but everybody else that's um, in this program, we benefit so much by helping others. And so, yeah, the benefits are numerous. I mean, I get a lot of pleasure out of all of this because I get to help so many others. I've broken out of comfort zones. I mean, standing in front of kids and teaching them, yeah, that's easy because I know what I'm talking about. However, to get out of my comfort zone, to come back onto social media, to speak in a forum like this, let alone post selfies. I mean, I don't do photos, and now I'm doing photos. And I'm sharing my journey and I'm sharing my story, and these are levels of confidence that I had forgotten that I had. And it's these little things. I mean, no one gave me a tick list and said, okay, you need to do this, this, and this. Well, to a degree, yes, but there's just been so much encouragement and so much support, and it's really nice being a part of this family. It's we have, as Māori, we have whānau amongst whānau, and so many people that are adopted throughout our own links and connections. But this is another branch within my family tree, and I'm really proud to be here and be a part of all of this. And I've only been in this for 3 weeks. I'd have to say, I've done some pretty incredible things in my life, and this would have to be one of the best things that I have done, because I not only help myself, it's taken me 44 years to help myself this way, by giving back to my body, and my body thanks me every moment of every day. And so I want to share that with everybody, and I want everybody to feel the same way that I do, and to have the same experiences, if not better. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. And Helen, I'm really proud of you because, I've known Helen since she was little, like primary school little. So, to reconnect with Helen and so many others, to be here tonight, the honour's mine. Thank you. Thanks everyone for coming.
Awesome, thank you. Beautiful. I mean, 3 weeks in, and look at her, she's talking like a pro. I've also got one more share, and she's a super mama, was super depleted when she found this, and she's going to share a little bit about her product story, but also about the business. So she obviously, got amazing results, but found the business first, a little bit like Zena. So I'm going to give her center stage and let her share her story as best she can, and then we're going to get to the amazing Helen. Sorry, Stace.
Hey.
Might want to say your name. Hey, I don't think I said your name. This is
That's all right. I'm here anyway. Hi, guys. My name's Stacey. I am a solo parent here in Christchurch, New Zealand, of 3-year-old twins. I started this amazing basic mission in life in October 2017. Me and my partner at the time were struggling on one income, and me going back to work was kind of not really going to happen with childcare costs of 2 kids under the age of 3 here in New Zealand. So I come from hospitality, and the childcare would have pretty much guzzled up my whole entire wage. So basically I looked elsewhere. I looked online. I looked for something that I could do that I could still be with my babies, because let's be honest, I didn't want to go back to work anyway. So anyway, found this amazing product program, was a little bit skeptical at the beginning. I was scared. I was all about, what if I fail? What if I can't sell anything? What if, it's a waste of money and it's a waste of time? And basically, for the price of a good pair of Nikes, I've got a business, and I'm here 3 years later. And I'm loving it, and it's working, and all my customers aren't even people who I knew. And it was being very successful. So pretty much for the first 8 months, I flew like you wouldn't believe. Like, I basically was teachable, and I was driven to make this work because I knew that my relationship was over. I knew I didn't want to be that solo parent on the benefit for the rest of my life, and struggling day to day. So I pretty much put my heart and soul into this, and I flew, and it was awesome. Financially, it was awesome. So I got some amazing results from the product. So for me, I was actually sleeping 2 hours during the day, and I was in bed at 8:30 at night before I started this product. And I, within 4 days, I had crazy energy. Within 2 weeks, I was dropping that daytime 2 hour sleep, and I was in bed about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm never that person. I always need a solid 10 hours sleep anyway, let alone when I'm looking after 2 kids all through the night. Within 4 weeks, I noticed my skin tone had changed. And one of my best results was I suffered hip dysplasia from carrying the twins. And I'd been through physio and all of that sort of stuff, and I was actually doing my exercises this time, because let's be honest, we all kind of go, yep, sweet, we go home and we don't really do the exercises. But I actually did, because I was in so much pain. Some days I couldn't even walk, and when you're looking after 2 kids, well, 2 babies, it's really hard. So about the 5-month mark, I actually thought to myself, I haven't complained about my hip dysplasia pain anymore. And it was pretty epic, and I was just like, I bet you it's this Juice Plus. I bet you it's this Juice Plus. And I came off my omegas when my relationship broke up, and the pain came back pretty much straight away. I just wanted a little bit more financial support there while I transitioned from, being with someone to not being with someone, and getting myself set up. Within 3 days of not having my omegas, I ordered them, and I doubled up, and I was like, no, I'm not dealing with that pain. It's not even worth it. So that's pretty much the short of my story. I'm still here 3 years later, and it's been an epic self-development journey, and an epic business to support me and my family pretty much, and keep me at home still now. So thanks, Jana.
Thanks, darling. You're amazing. So that's cool. 2 stories, 2 different, I guess, results and whatnot. Kids are hard work, okay? And we love them. They're the biggest reward in our lives too. But if we don't pour into ourselves first, whether they're our kids or someone else's kids, or our partners, or sometimes our children, you need to look after yourself first. And me, I've got 2 little boys, and one is amazing, actually. One is super cool, and he eats everything, which is great. And I don't like them to hear me saying this, because the other one is terrible, a shocker, just like his dad. And this is why I did Juice Plus. I wanted to look after my husband, but the benefits for me and my 2 boys are huge, because I've got this 4-year-old who will only eat meat. I can hide some cauliflower in there. He's just started carrot. He has corn, but that's about it with vegetables. He's great with fruit, but I give him a chew every day, and that gives him a variety of 9 veggies. So I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a mum that's killing it there, and there's no reason why no parent could be doing the same, because it's just so clever. But like the girls have said, there is this cool opportunity in the background, which I never knew existed. Well, I did. I knew there was Tupperware. I knew there was these other things out there. But I never envisioned not being in the normal job. I owned a restaurant. I was in the Defence Force. I was in the government in my jobs. And now I get to do this cool thing from home around this person who's trying to sneak in, and the other one, on my terms. And I work when they're asleep. Sometimes I work with them. Sometimes I work when I started this, it was literally in my toilet breaks, my lunch breaks at work. So it's pretty cool and pretty flexible how it's been. But the relationships, the community, the connection, the self-development that's come along is massive. All right. Some people decide just to do the product, just to take care of themselves. And we want nothing more than that. It is an amazing product and a wonderful program. Some people want to get it cheaper, so they can stay on the product, so they can keep looking after themselves, keep looking after their family. Other people, it's just some extra cash so they can maybe get their hair cut and their nails done once a month. I hated the idea of asking my husband for that money. Others, it could be create they're paying, part-time wage, so they could maybe pay for the groceries each week. Others, it's to get rid of a job that no longer is aligned with them, is no longer helping them with their passions and their drive and what they're excited about. It's not giving them the connections. Yeah, they're not looking forward to it. And I thought that was what, that was the normal thing to do. All right. And it isn't anymore. There is plenty of opportunities out there. And this one is really cool like that. And all I had to do was share my journey, help others see what I was seeing, have fun with food, take cute photos, hang with my kids. It's just been really rewarding. So enough from me, enough from everyone else. I know we're all waiting to hear from Helen, and I'm running out of options to talk anyway. So let's find Helen, and she's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what she's looking forward to with the program and product, and why the business made sense to her. Take it away, love.
Hi guys, kia ora whanau. For those who don't know me, I'm Helen. I'm a young mum of 2 girls, age 3 and 1, sorry. How I found out about the program, I had put up a post on my page saying that I wanted to lose weight, which is truly my biggest goal. I wanted to lose weight, and Zena had actually seen my post, so she gave me a private message, and she actually asked me if I was interested and to check out the Juice Plus program. And I said, oh, well, that sounds like something interesting that might actually help me on my journey. So I had talked to Zena about a bit about the program, and then she had introduced me to Jana, and then Jana gave me a lot more information about the product and the business side of things. So that really got my attention, because it sounds like it will help me in the long run, because for a bit there in the beginning of the year, I was a full-time worker, working over 50 hours, and I was hardly getting time at home with my 2 babies, so I wasn't able to be around for my youngest when she first started crawling and started saying her first words. So I was hardly home. They were more home with their dad, and it was really getting to me. I started stressing out, where my eczema started flaring up, and I started like missing my kids. So I was really wasn't really focusing at work, and then it got to a few weeks, and I felt that it wasn't for me. So I ended up resigning to spend more time at home with the girls, and this Juice Plus really helped me for the business side of things, because it will help me because I get to spend more time at home with my 2 babies. I can do all of this from home. I don't have to go out of my way and spend hours away from home to make that extra income for me and my little family. So I'm just interested in trying the products and
taking care of you. Taking care of you.
And just exactly, taking care of myself and looking after myself, so that my babies can see that mum's looking after herself. So I'm going to be giving them my best and my all.
And I think that's the best thing you can ever teach a child, Helen, is just to take care of you. If they can see mama's taking care of herself, those kids are going to grow up to be amazing souls.
So that's my story.
Congratulations. We're so excited for you. I know it's a bit scary the first time, but you did amazing. And obviously you've got a few people here watching tonight, so you've cared enough to share, which, that's what it's all about, sharing her journey. She's being accountable for what she's about. You've got to be in the right mindset for this, and Helen was ready for something, and Zena was starting something, and it all just welled together, which was amazing. So we are excited to join you on that joint journey and to keep helping and to keep growing together. And we're just excited to see what happens from here on.
Yes.
So on that note, something that she said, and something that I haven't really thought about on an event before, was you know, we all you know, we're always working to live. All right. You know, we start off down here as little babies. That's a terrible drawing, but this is like our lifeline, yeah. And as we get older, I think we turn back into babies because we start to lose our mind and our body starts to deteriorate. But in between time here, you know, we're a baby for a little while, then we go to school, but then we have this big period here where we've got to earn an income, we've got to work, and then we wait to down here before we start living. All right. And in this time here, when we're living through our life, it's really hard to take care of our health. So if we, in this part here, if you know, this is where Zena's coming along and she's got her little family or a big family around her, and she just, tonight, she's just shared that with a few people and they see some benefits here and here that, you know, and who they can help, then she can keep, you know, sharing that word, that word, or the, you know, this amazing stories of helping more people with their life. She can get out of this and she can start living more and work this business around life. All right. And that's the opposite to what we've ever been taught in school. You know, we weren't even taught about, you know, yeah, we had goals and we were really driven when we were younger. I have to ask my kids to remind myself of what exciting things we could do. You know, Disneyland's always on there for every child, yeah. You know, they want a surfboard, they want this, you know, and I've stopped thinking about what I want, but why? You know, there's so many things out there to discover, so many places to see, and we need our health. Our health is our biggest wealth, and you know, if we can't take care of that, then our life's getting shorter and shorter as we don't take care of it. So, I mean, this is what we're about. We're just about sharing it, about connecting with people and helping each other, you know, just help more people and create that freedom lifestyle that we might want and crave, or we don't even know is there, or you do now. But a massive congratulations to Helen for launching today. Thank you to the girls who shared. Thank you to the people that dropped on and watched this live or are watching this in a replay. Someone has shared this enough with you to ask you to pop on tonight because they just wanted to show you what they're up to, or they cared enough because they thought it might be something for you. If we didn't answer all your questions, please reach out to whoever that was and get your questions answered. All right, because if you're anything like me, I was so skeptical. It sounded way too good to be true. But the more I learned, the more I listened, and then when I started pouring into me, I cannot emphasize how amazing it's been for me and my family. And I was just saying the other day, I've been really on paid leave now for 150 weeks. All right. And I can't see that ever not happening. I'll never not take Juice Plus. But, you know, all I'm doing is having fun, taking care of our health, helping people, connecting, and seeing where I can offer more help, I guess. But thank you everyone for jumping on tonight, and hopefully we'll get to see you all again soon.